So what I'll be talking about, as you can see, the carbon sequestration engine. So I want to introduce the Salp, which is a genellous creature. Even though you can see from the picture right here, it kind of looks like, like kind of like a jellyfish, but it's not connected at all to it. So whenever their food is plentiful, the which their food is phytoplankton, the Salp would multiply really fast by cloning themselves. So, as you know, cloning has some difficulties as it is not diverse. Their genetics are not diverse. So, to avoid these problems, they can also turn from female to male, and so they can reproduce sexually. And so, um, when their when their food is not abundant, they would use the sexual reproduction, which would avoid, these the not having genetic diversity. So, how can the salt be a carbon sequestration? So they grow really fast, so they double in size like in just a few hours, and they can create these fecal pellets that are really dense. So when they eat the phytoplankton, they can use as a very efficient carbon sequestration. So as you can see, I already had a farm for the phytoplankton, and they're really easy to make. And so this already making the food for the salp is super easy. And so um, that's what I'm going to be included to the carbon sequestration engine. And I have the Peltier device, which so the salp can because the salp lives in very cold areas, so I'll use the Peltier device so they can have the correct temperature in their environment. So what my proposal is to have a very diverse ocean farm. So, like the ocean farms today, they have only concentration on one species. And so I want to make a whole ecosystem with the phytoplankton, the salps, also having bottom feeders. So whenever the salps eat the phytoplankton and have their fecal pellets, the bottom feeders will be able to eat the fecal pellets, and then the water filters, which are the oysters and mussels, will be able to eat the things around in the ocean, in the farm. And so, um, not only this system can be used as a sequestration and a carbon sequestration engine, but also can create food for us. So, in comparison to technologies that are developed today that are for carbon sequestration, they are very expensive. And they use a lot of energy, which can also make even more carbon in our air. And so, for my proposal is that ocean farms, which is using the salps, the natural sequestration is way cheaper than making these technologies, and they do not require that much energy, and they can also require food for the population. And so, thank you so much for listening. And does anyone have any questions? I will stop sharing my screen now. Yes, nearby.
Uh, First of all, this presentation was totally mind-blowing as well.
Thank you.
And this time, actually, you did correctly pronounce my name.
Oh, wow.
Uh, so, you said that the uh, salps, if I told that animal's name correctly,
Yes, it's
eats on phytoplankton
mhm.
and um, that digestion of fecal pellet. Oh, sorry. The phytoplankton leads to the fecal pellets.
Yes.
So, um, could you please go specify, like, for example, um, like, are the phytoplanktons eating up the carbon, which is eaten up also by the salps?
Mm-hmm.
If so, why uh why isn't the phytoplankton just enough?
Well, so the main purpose is to not only focus on the phytoplankton, so that's why I said the proposal is a whole ocean farms. And also um the reason for that is because all the creatures are working together. And so that would be able to make a whole ecosystem than just like normal ocean farms which are focusing on only one species, which you're saying is the phytoplankton. So with the help with the salps, the bottom feeders, the water filters, that can make a whole ecosystem which can help make food for us, but also be a carbon sequestration engine at the same time. Yes.
One quick comment before I let Amy and Mrs. Geeky to ask a few questions. Um, so my my presentation today is also very much related to yours,
Wow.
because I'm also doing a project on mariculture farming, uh, which mainly involves kelp, oysters, and shellfish,
Oh,
uh,
wow.
which is
That's
part of
amazing.
your ecosystem that you
Yeah.
have in your ocean farm. Amy, Mrs. Kiki, do you have any questions?
I love the connection you're making on these two research studies that or ideas between you two, and I'm hoping that you will connect later on and continue that thought process. How lucky we are to have both of you in our environment, thinking ahead about solutions, really good solutions, and following your dreams, even if they're a prototype. That's where everything starts. You know, I remember reading that oh, the guy that invented the Hoover vacuum, he had like 100 different drawings before he actually produced the first vacuum cleaner.
Wow.
And this is what it takes, is all these prototypes, I guess is my point, and talking to each other, connecting and growing from all that knowledge, because you are both going to make a difference in this world. So don't keep at it. Don't get despaired. Keep at it. And it has been a privilege to hear your presentation. Thank you.
And thank you so much for listening to my presentation.
You too.
Nicole,
Thank you so much.
yes. Um, Mine's not directly related to your presentation, but it's seeing you on Gift over time and seeing your great presentation skills and seeing how you've grown and all your ideas. And you're so humble about it, and then you turn around and you give to others, and you have reached out, across the world,
Yes.
getting other young people engaged, and you've shared your passion. And I think it's just incredible that, we just, our presenters before you were all because you've reached out to them. And I just love how you're spreading your passion, because it's not just about you making a difference, you're making other people want to make a difference. So keep that
Thank,
up. It just,
thank you.
you inspire me.
Yeah, that's the main point that I want to do. So I don't want to, keep this information to myself. And that's why I'm here at GIFT, spreading awareness about all my solutions. And I also love to mentor other students, and that's why I group together with them. And so I'll be able to teach them my solutions, and we'll be able to work together on making new ones, and it'll be able to spread across worldwide, and so they can teach other people on their solutions or what we work together on. And so that's what I think will make a huge difference in the world, when everyone knows this and knows that our earth is in trouble, and that if we all try to come up with a solution, that will be able to like make a huge change in our world.
So for people that want to get in touch with you, how do they do that? If
So
people are watching this later.
I have my Gmail, which is, I can also put in the chat as well, but it's haraguchi@gmail.com, or you can go to my website, which is innovationinternational.org.
Great. Now, other young people that you've got excited can reach out to you.
Yeah. I'm excited to partnership, or I'm always open to partnerships, collaborations, or mentoring.
Very good.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, thank you. This has been amazing.
Thank you.